Alrighty, $80. What can $80 buy you nowadays? It's a good question, so I decided to Google it. And if you Google what cost $80, this is what Google has to say. $80 can get you many things. If you are a gamer, you can get 2 video games. If you are a Netflix subscriber, you can get roughly 10 months of their base package viewing options. You can purchase 1 or 2 tanks of gas for your vehicle, or if you're a college student, you can purchase roughly 200 packages of ramen noodles. So why am I starting this video talking about what $80 can afford you? Let me explain. A lot of buyers are stuck in a wait and see mode right now. A lot of buyers are watching interest rates hover a little above 6% and thinking, I'll buy once mortgage rates drop into the 5s. And I get it. After all, who doesn't want a better interest rate? Who doesn't want to save money where they can, especially when affordability is so tight these days? Here's the thing. That 5.99% interest rate you're chasing, it might not actually save you as much money as you think. Again, I understand affordability is still a challenge. There is no question about it, but the housing market has given savvy homebuyers a head start as mortgage rates have already come down over the past few months. And the drop we've already experienced saves you more than you'd think. So let's put real numbers to it. Interest rates peaked for the year in May when they inched above 7%. But since then, mortgage rates have been slowly declining. And now interest rates are fluctuating between the very high 5s and the low to mid 6s, depending on the week and other contributing factors. And while that may not sound like much of a big deal, that translates into real dollars. According to data coming out of Redfin, the typical monthly payment on a $400,000 home is already down $400 since May, which if you're a potential home buyer means you could be saving hundreds of dollars every month compared to what you could have been able to get earlier this spring. That's real money that makes a real difference for buyers who paused their plans because they thought home ownership was out of reach. And while it may be tempting to wait even longer to see bigger savings, that's a gamble that could cost you, and here's why. For starters, most experts say mortgage rates are likely to stay pretty much where they're at today throughout 2026. So there's no real guarantee we'll see rates go much lower than what we have now. Only one expert forecaster is actually predicting that rates could fall into the upper 5s next year. And even if rates do dip below 6%, the extra savings you're holding out for won't move the needle as much as you might expect. So let's break it down. If mortgage rates do come down to 5.99% from where they've been lately, that's a difference of only $80 a month on average on an average priced home. Give or take a bit based on the point you get or the rate your lender quotes you. 80 bucks. That's it. And for a typical family, that's about 1 dinner out or 1 dinner in if you have it delivered. And that's not enough to change the game for most buyers. But the savings of nearly $400 that we already compared to when you paused your search in the spring, that math actually does add up over time. So the question you have to ask yourself is this: is an extra $80 a month really worth the wait? Because while you're holding out for that small dip in interest rates, the bigger opportunity might be slipping away. Right now, you have more homes to choose from, sellers who are all ready to negotiate to get a deal done, and fewer buyers to compete with. But once rates fall below 6%, the average buyer mindset will shift, and all of a sudden, home prices will rise, competition will heat up, and your biggest opportunity could be gone. The National Association of Realtors reports that if rates hit 6%, about 5.5 million more households will be able to afford a median-priced home. And even if a small fraction of them only decide to buy, that could mean hundreds of thousands of buyers getting back into the market, which in the end creates more competition for you, which could push home prices even higher, maybe high enough to cancel out the extra savings you've been waiting for. So if you are waiting for rates to drop below 6%, just keep in mind that extra $80 may not be worth it in the grand scheme of things. The bottom line is this: you don't have to wait for a 5.99% mortgage rate. You have the chance to move and save money right now. So ask yourself, would you let $80 hold you back from buying a home? If you could find a home you love and the math makes sense, getting ahead may be the best strategy. Catch you guys next time.